There you go, we're recording.
How y'all doing here? Got yourself a 1985 Chevy K5 Blazer. So, the thing has a 305 in it, 700R transmission, got a 12-bolt rear with a locker in it. Got inside interior's not horrible, not the best, not the worst. She's got a little bit of cancer here and there, but nothing too crazy on it. Truck's about to do a road trip. So under the hood here, just a little stock 305, maybe some headers, that's about it. There's nothing really fancy about this rig. Some emissions got taken off and that's about it. It's all factory underneath here. So this whole rig here has been got painted about 7 years ago. Kind of halfway built this truck then. We built this rear end here. The 12 bolt here with superior axles. It's got a Detroit locker in the rear, new springs in the rear, but doesn't look like it anymore. Front's all stock still, 373 gears throughout. Did a little amount of maintenance here. We went the other day and brought it out. It hasn't been driven in a while, so we brought it out and we ended up replacing the brake light switch. What else did we do, Trey?
That was it. Just a brake light switch.
Brake light switch. Kind of
top fluids, change wipers.
Kind of set that all up.
Maybe a few vacuum lines.
Just to kind of get it, make sure we're good to go on it. Doing some driving. We're still gonna get some tires on it. They look good, but we're about to do a 750-mile road trip, so we need to make sure we have good tires on it. Other than that, it's just pretty stock at the moment. We're about to make the driver's side and passenger side windows work. I'm not gonna try to dig the back yet, but we're gonna do those other windows. Square bodies are notorious for having slow windows. So we'll kind of give you updates as we go. So now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna take this door apart to see if we get these windows working here. First problem here, it's not in the track here. That's problem one. Second is we're next to the ocean, so a lot of corrosion like this. You get a lot of, you see kind of this corrosion in this. And this thing had, for about a couple years, it sat outside with the top off. So since the top was off, you know how rust works on that. So we're gonna try to take this door off and see what we can do about this. So we got the door panel off here. These screws did not want to come out. They're a little rusty. So we just had to cut it off. They are seen better days. I'm not really gonna go anywhere. So we got this, and now we can get it back on the track. Try to clean some of this stuff up in here. You can see in there on that. And we got the switch out. So we're gonna clean the connectors here. He's got the other switch over there. And we'll clean the connector here for door locks. They're on the fritz. When they are plugged in, they do not stop clicking. So we're going to take apart the switch here. Let's see, where's your switch at there, buddy? So we're gonna attempt to take this switch out. Well, we're hope for the best. Update on the window, we got it up. So main problem was, here's your motor here. Now, not everybody has this hole right here for a speaker, but if you, right in the very back there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a clip. Well, the clip wasn't clipped in. That kind of helps if you have power. And then we got it back on its track. So now it's oiled everything up, and we're gonna go up and down a couple times. And let's see here. Window goes down. Woohoo! Now he's gonna oil up this other track here. In the eyeball. Now we're gonna mess with the other side now, which the switch won't work on that, but kind of lube this up here, but the switch works on this side. See, she's got the green for character. Look at that go, look at it go! That would have to be with the truck off. This is probably the fastest square body window that's been sitting out in the ocean, near the ocean, I've ever seen. That's impressive. Now, the other side doesn't want, switch doesn't want to work for some reason. It looked like connections worked, but we got working windows. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this all back together here. The door locks for playing games, I don't think I'm gonna plug them back in. I can manually do it just fine, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm gonna disconnect the lock method on it because the lock switch is in really bad shape. So, which I'm not too worried about. I don't need power locks. We'll go from this. Next step on our thing here was back window wasn't working. So took the panel off, just a couple screws, put that off. Well, under there you have your window, everything in here. This is your actual motor here. The motor doesn't work like the other windows do. It has inside of here, it spins. It spins a cable. So this cable, we decided, you know what, we gotta test it. My buddy here, Mr. Trey, he faced like, oh, let's grab the drill. Great idea. So you go on one way, remove, spin it, and there you go. And that's how you can make the window go down and up on a Blazer if your motor doesn't work. So coming out of the back window, there's a switch on the Blazers here. This switch here is going to be your back window switch. On a lot of the old other squares, the pickups, you'll see this switch here, and they're the fuel tank from left to right, the saddle tanks. These switches are notorious for going out. Doesn't matter what they are. These are notorious, especially the saddle tank ones. Every square I've ever owned, I've always popped those. These ones here, and I just pick a tank and run with it. When you do road trips, it's kind of nice to be able to do it. Where in general, it's nice to have a second tank, but a lot of times you just can't do it. So what we're gonna do is we got this guy here. This switch here, we're gonna tear it apart and see if we can get it fixed, see if we can get it right on each one. If that doesn't want to work nice, we're not really need it, but if I need to, I'll just take these and we'll jumper A to B or B to C. So that's all. So we found out the switch we got working inside for the back window. So we got the motor here to go left and right or up and down on this. And so we know that, but it has no power to it. So there will be a new motor later on. Other than that, truck's ready to go, rocking and rolling, off on a road trip from the beach to the desert.